It's 6:30 in the morning. Welcome to Gary Lamm Main Event Mania. Likes and dislikes 49ers versus Saints preseason edition. Here we go. Number one dislike. Brock Purdy taking too many hits for a preseason game. Brock Purdy came out of the box poised, made a nice play to Braden Willis, who looked good early, but it was obvious that guys like Trent Taylor and everyone else could not get open. Cody Schrader got the start. No McCaffrey, not even JP Mason. There was no speed out there. No one could create space and get open for Brock. The offensive line, highly maligned, especially without Trent Williams. The 49ers rely on Brock Purdy already to create space for himself, to maneuver in that pocket, to escape and move on the run. He really had to do that. Big time dislike. Let me just set the scene. Ayuk is out, obviously. Trent Williams is out. All your receivers, Ayuk, Debo, Jennings, all out. I already mentioned not even JP Mason starting. Cody Schrader, who looked fine, not the greatest, out. And your offensive line, apparently only Brendel and McKivitz are starting. If that says anything. Maybe only Dominic Pooney, who I do like, but we don't know. He's a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes. Jalen Moore out there. You put your quarterback out there, you are asking for controversy, and you got it because, like I said, Brock Purdy looked poised to begin, but he made some interceptable passes. Shorbert broke up an interception early when Brock rolled right and tried to hit him. Brock did not look good. He did not make good decisions, especially under pressure. Brock Purdy looked like a guy trying to prove he's worth 45 to 60 million all by himself. But man, he really was all by himself. Trent Taylor, I did not like the way he played. He could not separate at all. It seemed like nobody could. Maybe Brock should have went to Cowing earlier because he looked really good with Dobbs. But even then, going into the game, you didn't know what Cowing was about. I just want to go over this. I think Brock's going to be okay. He had the choice not to play. Brock said he was approached by a 49er staff earlier in the week. Do you want to play? But what do you expect him to say? He is chasing that $45 to $60 million bag. He's only in his third year. He doesn't have that clout of that huge paycheck yet. He's got to say he wants to play. I don't like that. I love Kyle Shanahan. I love the way the 49ers play. They always play hard. You can't always say that. You can see the difference when some guys come to this team, they don't play hard, then they get with the program. That's because of who Kyle Shanahan is, all about football. He gets rid of people who are not all about football. But these are the little bonehead moves. These are the little controversies that the 49ers as an organization can't seem to get themselves out of because Kyle Shanahan opened himself to controversy. And I'm going to add that Kyle Shanahan wasn't calling plays, which I do like. I like that Clint Kubiak is getting a chance to call plays. I like that Kyle Shanahan is seeing if he can handle not calling plays and getting an overall forest over the trees view as a head coach. I've said he's needed to do that. He called a challenge early in the game. It wasn't successful, but I like that. I like these things that Kyle's doing. But you're opening yourself up to people who are saying, I heard Grant Cohn say this, people who are saying that, it's a conspiracy. Kyle wants to show that he is the reason why Brock Purdy is successful and Brock is not worth the money. It's all about Kyle. I think that's ridiculous. No one wants to get their quarterback hurt. But sometimes Kyle makes bonehead decisions with his players as far as overplaying them, putting them in bad situations. Yeah, it's football, but it's someone else's body. Brock was in danger. He was not protected. You protected Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall, we don't know if he could be the next Terrell Owens, or he could be a Scarbino. We don't know. But he was protected. A lot of people were protected. Jawan Jennings is protected. Good, protect them, but you got to protect your quarterback. You cannot take this guy for granted. I'm talking about Brock Purdy. Only going into his third year as a starter. This guy's already making some bad decisions under all that pressure. I'm sure the 49ers may not realize this because they're all hurt. Brock probably has to practice, with that kind of a lineup. But against your another team's top starters, with good corners, with a good pass rush, you can break a quarterback's confidence. Probably not Brock, but Brock did not look good, and you're opening him up to criticism, which he always seems to have. The 49ers are really banged up. It's very highly questionable to put your quarterback in that position. Big time dislike, but it's the NFL. It's a league for tough guys, but man, you are really trying to do something. Okay, number one, that's my game ball for dislike. Okay, questionable decision, and Brock didn't help himself out by making some bad decisions, but there's just nobody open. But speaking of getting open, Jacob Cowing was nice, getting open, 4 catches, 51 yards. Big time takeaway. I like what I saw out of Cowing on special teams. I didn't like that he was catching the ball in camp. He looked uncomfortable, but he resolved that already. We need a punt returner out of camp to make good decisions and not get hurt. He's small, but he has a strong body. He looks like he can endure. I like that. I like what I saw out of him. I like what I saw out of Schrader, returning kicks. He might make this team because of that. And Elijah Mitchell's hurt. I don't like what I saw about Cody Schrader. He can't get to the outside. He can't run over people. He has good feet. He looks like he knows where to be, but I don't know if he's the physical talent he needs to be. Hey, but if everyone's hurt, you might make the team, and I like the way you're returning kicks. I think the punt return game is solved. If Schrader doesn't make the team, we need a kick returner, especially with this new way we're going to do it. We don't even know what to do. All right. Maybe the MVP of the game, punter Presley Harvin III. 4 kicks, 4 inside the 20, 46.8 yards a punt. I liked him. I think Mitch Wisnowski's job is in jeopardy. He's always injured. Sometimes he could be inconsistent. He's good when he's good. Exciting plays, like the over-end kick. But you got to play. Presley Harvin has been the most spectacular player of the preseason for the 49ers. Yeah, I'm talking about the punter. All right. I like what I saw of the 49ers linebackers. I liked what free agent DeAndre Campbell brought. I liked all the secondary, Jair Brown. I like Renardo Green. I like Malik Mustafa. I didn't like that D. Winters did not play. Another 49er hurt. I did not like that the 49ers gave up 137 yards on the ground. We got to resolve this issue. Finally, quarterbacks. I like what I saw out of everybody but Brock Purdy. Joshua Dobbs looked good, and he played hard. Brandon Allen looked acceptable. Tanner Mordecai, he looked good. I don't think he was so great, but you can use that guy. You could trade Dobbs or Allen and keep Mordecai on the practice squad. I like what the 49ers got going at quarterback, but damn, you got to protect Brock Purdy. Likes and dislikes, 10 minutes or less.